Hey troops, Roxee here and welcome to Roxee Plays Games and welcome to another video of Farming Simulator 19. This one's slightly different. I'm just going to showcase this mod that we're actually using in our multiplayer map, and it can be a little bit complicated, but once you know how to use it, it's not too bad. But this is a really cool feature. So if you've got a load of combine harvesters and obviously a load of headers, sometimes it can be a pain to find a spot to put all of the headers, unless you've got something big like this, which isn't too bad. But if you've got multiple headers for different combines, as in a corn header and a normal grain header, and maybe different size ones, you might not have the space to use it. So this mod, if I just flick over to this screen here, it's this thing here. So the Bautec Motorized Header Rack. It's a really cool feature. I shall put a link in the description below for you to grab hold of this. But basically, you've got a couple of features on there. You've got this repair base. So if you click on this here, you can repair whatever header is on this ground level. You can switch between, at the moment we've got two headers on rack 1 and nothing on rack 2. You switch between them by clicking on this button here. So number 2 will go back and then number 1 will come down. So then you've got access to these headers here. So that essentially could hold 4, but each rack can split into 2. So rack number 1, if we click on this button here, number 1, then lifts up. So essentially you've got the 2 headers there. We can stick another 2 on number 1, and then if we move this back, so number 1 goes up, number 2 comes forwards. We can then do the same with number 2, which is around this side here. So it's got a number icon on there so you can see which one you're doing. So we can do the same with this one. So we can have 8 headers on this rack, but we've only got 4 headers at the moment. One's being is on a harvester. So let me just flick you back, and then we've got this corn header here. So I'm going to bring this back down and put it back down to this level because we don't need to use all 8 of them. So just for ease of use. So this one is the one that switches between 1 and 2. So we'll lift that up. We're going to jump in here, and then I'm going to park this one up. So I would recommend, if you're using a small header like this, you use this little bit here. If you've got a slightly bigger header like the ones I've got above, then you can stick it over these ones, similar to what we've got up there. And then if you've got the really big one, you can obviously use all 3 little bits. I'm just going to park this in here, and all you do is just go over, make sure you go past the little black and yellow hashtag, and then drop the header, and then that's it. And what happens is, turn the engine off. When you lift this up, these little flaps here will close up. So that stops it from falling out. And then I can access these headers here. And if I want to get to the corn header, all I do is switch that back. That will go up, and the corn header will come forwards. So yeah, that's it on this one. Like I say, obviously if you've got more headers, you can click on these ones, split that in half. We could split this one in half to be able to put in more headers. And that is the Bautec Motorized Header Rack. Hopefully this will help you out if any of you are using this mod. It's a really cool thing and definitely helpful if you've got a lot of headers. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.